In your life, you'll experience moments of anticipation, of exploration, and exhilaration. Now, imagine what it would feel like to leave Earth. We're auctioning one seat to benefit our foundation, Club for the Future. Be a part of history on New Shepard.
Welcome, everybody. My name is Ariane Cornell, Blue Origin's Director of Astronaut and Orbital Sales. I'm here in Boston, Massachusetts, gearing up for the live auction for the very first seat on New Shepard. Now, why Boston? Boston is where our auction partner, RR Auction, is based. So a big thank you to their team for hosting us today, and a big thank you to you for joining us for this event. Now, for those of you who have not been following along, we announced the auction for this very first seat on New Shepard back on May 5th. And earlier this week, Blue Origin announced that our founder, Jeff Bezos, and his brother, Mark, will join the auction winner on New Shepard's first human flight on July 20th, which is super exciting. Let's take a look at the video Jeff Bezos released on his Instagram announcing the news.
You see the Earth from space, it changes you. It changes your relationship with this planet, with humanity. It's one Earth. I want to go on this flight because it's a thing I've wanted to do all my life. It's an adventure. It's a big deal for me. I invited my brother to come on this first flight because we're closest friends. I really want you to come with me. Would you?
Are you serious?
I am. I think it would be meaningful. Have my brother there.
I wasn't even expecting him to say that he was going to be on the first flight. And then when he asked me to go along, I was just awestruck.
Seriously?
If you're willing, if you want to.
God.
Yeah.
What a remarkable opportunity, not only to have this adventure, but to be able to do it with my best friend.
I love you. I love you too.
Such a beautiful story and an incredible relationship that those two gentlemen have. So when Jeff Bezos flies on July 20th, it will fulfill a dream of his since he was 5 years old, and to do it with his brother. What an experience of a lifetime. And the winner of today's auction will get to fly with them for their very own experience of a lifetime. Okay, let's get into a recap of stats thus far during this month-long auction. 2 weeks after we announced the auction on the morning of May 19th, we first unsealed the bidding. The high bid was $1.4 million. And within the span of just a few hours, it doubled to $2.8 million. Earlier this week, it rose to $3.2 million. And when we closed the auction pre-bidding on Thursday, just a couple days ago, the high was $4.8 million. Which brings us to today. We're here gearing up for the live auction, which will take place in just a few minutes, and we will start the bidding at $4.8 million. In total, we have had nearly 7,600 people from 159 countries register to bid for the auction. And I have to say, it is so cool to be able to say that, because one of the reasons we did an open auction was precisely to get participation from around the world. And so by that metric, this auction has already been a success. I can't wait to see the conclusion today, but I should be clear, today is not the conclusion. It is the prequel, where we will find our astronaut winner. I should note that today we will not be releasing the name of the winner. We need to complete some final paperwork with them. But given the flight is in just a couple of short weeks from today, you all will know very soon who the winner is. Today, we will also find additional astronauts who will fly on our other upcoming early missions. So following the auction, we are going to contact the most competitive bidders from today to offer them access to those early flights. But I'd like to focus for a moment on another group of winners from today, the auction beneficiaries, which are students around the world. Blue Origin is going to be donating the final bid amount to Club for the Future, our foundation that's focused on inspiring youth to pursue careers in STEM and to help invent the future of life in space. I personally love this aspect of the auction because the winner will not only open the door for more space explorers, but also to future generations. The club was founded only 2 years ago and has already created STEM and space-focused curricula with numerous other organizations and flown over 100,000 postcards to space on New Shepard missions for kids from around the world. This bid amount is going to help Club for the Future continue to make a big impact on kids who will see out our Blue Origin mission of millions of people living and working in space to benefit Earth. So inspirational. Okay, so let's take a look here. We're at T-minus 9 minutes and 10 seconds to go until auction liftoff. I'm sorry, guys, you can't take the launch announcer out of me. It's ingrained by now. So while we're at it, I'm coming to you live from Boston, where we have dozens of people working on the phone lines with our bidders who have expressed interest in paying at least the opening bid of $4.8 million for the very first seat on New Shepard. Now, to give you some context around that, our auction house partner, RR Auction, said that for multi-million-dollar items like this, there normally are maybe a handful of bidders. But for this, they had to triple the size of their phone bank. Just in the room across from me here, we've got dozens of people ready to go. Now, talking about our bidders, I've had the good pleasure of chatting over the past couple of weeks with a lot of them. And let me tell you, they are all passionate about space and passionate about flying with Blue Origin. These people have been waiting their whole lives for this opportunity. So let's talk more about that opportunity. Only 569 people have ever been above the Kármán line. That is the internationally recognized line of space 100 kilometers up. And on July 20th, our first crew will go to space on our fully reusable rocket, New Shepard. Our crew will arrive for training, which begins just 2 days before launch. Minimal training is required. Really, it's mostly familiarization with the safety features of the vehicle and general preparations to travel to space. And let me tell you, I have been through astronaut training and rehearsals very recently, and it was incredible. Just the level of astronaut preparation, the professionalism of our New Shepard team, the astronaut village where our customers are going to stay, all of it is top. And, you know, I was just blown away by the ground program. I cannot imagine what it would be like to add a flight to space on top of that. This winter is going to have an incredible experience. So let's get into what the flight itself is going to be like. I want to show you a map of the rocket's journey to space. It is a true rocket experience, and this is how it works. So we've got the capsule that sits on top of the booster. At 3, 2, 1, liftoff. Our Blue Engine 3, the BE-3 engine, rumbles underneath the rocket, pushing the rocket and the capsule up towards space. At 75 kilometers up, or about 250,000 feet, the capsule and the booster separate. They continue their ascent, though, and the capsule goes up over the Kármán line. We aim for about 105 kilometers up. That's about 350,000 feet. To give you some context, it's about 10 times higher in altitude than your normal commercial jet flights. Now, up there, over the Kármán line, that's when we're going to let our passengers unbuckle, get to experience about 3 minutes of weightlessness, the freedoms of zero-G, gazing out of those gorgeous windows, the largest windows that have ever flown to space. Now, after the 3 minutes, we're going to ask our astronauts to buckle back in. They're going to descend under the gentle guidance of our 3 parachutes. And then just in the last moments, we have an air cushion at the base of the capsule that kicks up a lot of dust down there in the West Texas desert, but it creates a nice soft landing for our astronauts. Now, to get to this point of selling our first seat, we have tested the rocket extensively with 15 flights. And on our last mission, the ones, like you see the one here on your screen here, we completed the final verifications and checkout of the rocket. And after analyzing the data and crunching the numbers, going through all that, we decided, you know what? We're ready to fly some astronauts. We took purposefully a step-by-step approach to our New Shepard development program. Always always prioritizing safety. I want to show you a little bit more about that process. Let's roll the film.
Human safety is fundamental to design, but especially the crew capsule.
The capsule is the most highly redundant and safe spaceflight system that has ever been designed or flown. We have redundancy that if a system fails, you have a backup system, and in most cases, you have a backup to the backup system. The capsule is designed to be safe. Only 2 of the main parachutes open, and so we wanted to test that in real life on M5, and it worked perfectly. Now, if the capsule is going down way too fast, the retro rocket actually compensates by adjusting the amount of thrust. Our 3rd and 4th safety systems engage, which is a crushable section. Then the seats have a scissor mechanism that has further energy absorption. The capsule has an escape system designed in case there is something wrong detected on the propulsion module to get the astronauts away to safety.
From the moment that we close the hatch, we can go escape enabled and have very high confidence that we can keep people safe.
The overall mission of Blue Origin has remained completely the same. We are here to safely build the road to space.
I love hearing it directly from our top engineers at Blue. Gary Lai, by the way, whom you saw in the video, we call him the architect of New Shepard. He is an incredible engineer who has been with this program since the inception. He has helped lead the team who designed New Shepard's capsule with the largest windows to have ever flown in space. It will also, though, be a very comfortable and, most importantly, safe ride for all of our customers. So let's check out this video with more details about the crew capsule, our astronauts' sweet ride to space.
For your once-in-a-lifetime journey, you will travel past the boundaries of Earth's atmosphere and into outer space. Featuring windows that comprise 1/3 of the capsule's surface structure, the largest windows ever in space, you'll have a view of the curve of the planet and the vast darkness of the cosmos. Every detail of the capsule has been precision engineered for your safety and comfort, with reclining seats specifically designed to absorb the impact of landing and an escape motor that can safely propel the capsule from the booster rocket. At the apex of your flight, you'll experience weightlessness. Unbuckling from your seat, you're free to explore different perspectives from each window before your return to Earth begins. This is the beginning of a revolution in space travel, and Blue Origin is going to take you there.
I get chills when I see that video. It reminds me when I was doing the astronaut rehearsals, and you know, you get the audio and the simulated rumble of the capsule taking off. It is, as I said, incredible. Our ride is an engineering thing of beauty. Okay, we're getting close here. We're just a couple minutes away from our auction. As mentioned, our auction partner is RR Auction, led by Bobby Livingston and Steve Little. They've sold some incredible space artifacts in their time. So, among other things, one of the early Apollo guidance computers and the first Hasselblad camera flown in space. I mean, how cool is that? And soon to be added to this list, this opportunity of a lifetime for our winner to go to space. Now, I understand that the RR Auction team is done preparing the phone lines. They are ready to take bids from our qualified bidders. Again, those people have indicated that they're in for at least $4.8 million for this experience. Now, as a reminder, Blue Origin will not be announcing the winner's name today. The name of the auction winner will be released in a couple of weeks here following the auction's conclusion. Okay, here we go. Take a deep breath, everybody. One person is about to write themselves into the history books of space, opening the door through which many afterwards will pass. Let's turn the show over to Bobby, Steve, and their team. Good luck to all of our bidders. We are go for auction.
Hello, everyone. I'm Steve Little, and thank you so much for being with us today. You have read and agreed to the terms and conditions of sale, both for Blue Origin and RR Auction, and they are available on the Blue Origin website. Remember, too, there is a 6% buyer's commission in effect. That means when I say sold, the hammer price that I sell it for will then have 6% added to it. Soon, actually very soon, the world will have a new astronaut. And it's really quite simple. They will self-select by bidding the highest amount. We have over 20 bidders with us here today. Can you imagine? It's fantastic. Thank you especially, too, for supporting Club for the Future. So important. And there's such vision with Blue Origin. A special shout out, too, to all you early online bidders who launched our mission so vigorously. My goodness, we're already at $4.8 million. Make no mistake, every bid counts. All right, good luck, everyone. Let's begin, shall we? And because 2 weeks ago we started bidding online, the bid that is the most current bid is $4,800,000. So let's open the bidding, please, at $4,900,000. Looking for $4,900,000. I have 4.9 now. Looking for $5 million. $5 million now. $5,100,000. It's $5 million in the front. Looking for $5,100,000. $5,100,000. Sean now $5,200,000 or $5,200,000. $5,200,000. Amy now $5,300,000. $5,300,000 now $5,400,000. $5,400,000. Are you bidding $5,400,000? Amy now $5,500,000. $5,500,000. Johnny now $5,600,000 right here. $5,700,000. Yes. $5,800,000. Mike says $6 million. Thank you. Now $6,100,000. $7 million. A New Shepard power play. $7 million here now. $7,100,000. Are you at $7,000,001? I have $7 million right here. Looking $7,100,000. Now $7,200,000. $7,200,000. Sean now $7,300,000. And $7,300,000 now is the time. I have $7,200,000 bid. I'm looking for $7,300,000. Johnny says $7,300,000, right? 7.3? $8 million. I like the way your bidders are thinking. Now $8,100,000. Right away. $8,200,000. $8,200,000. I have $8,100,000. Looking for $8,200,000. 8.5. I have $8,500,000 on John's phone. Now $8,600,000. $8,600,000. $8,600,000. Sean now $8,700,000. $8 million. Johnny, did you say $8,700,000? $8.7 million. 8.8. $8.8 million. That's the way to anticipate. Good job. $8.9 million. $8.9 million. How much? $9 million. Now $9,100,000. $9,100,000. We have 9.5. Now 9.6. 9.5 with John. Looking for 9.6. 9.6. Thank you. 9.7.
10 million.
Did you say 10 million?
10 million, 11 million.
I have 10 million, and I now have 11 million. And, well, I have 11 million. So we're looking for 12 million or something very similar to it. Yes, 12 million. I have 11 million. 12 million. Who said 13? That's the way to anticipate. Johnny at 13 million. And now 14 million. 14 million. Thanks for that, but 14 million. Now 15 million. 15 million. Let me just try for 15 a second more, though, John. Looking for, I have 15 million. And 15. There it is. Thank you. I have 15 million. Now 16 million?
16 million.
16. The 16's right here. So looking for 17 million. 17 million. There's 17. Now 18. 18 right here. He's right here in front. 18 million. Now, don't worry. It's the last bid that really means something. 19 million. 19 million. 19 million. Now 20 million.
20 million.
20 million. Now 21 million. 21 million. 21 million. 22 million. 22. 22 million. And now 23 million. Realizing, of course, the more you pay for it, the more you enjoy it. 25 million, now 26 million. Looking for 26. Johnny's at 25 million.
26 million.
26 million, now 27 million. Somebody's going into outer space. We don't know who yet. 27 million. I have your bid at 26 million. I'm looking for 27. 27. 27 million. It's 26 million, and I'm not inclined to rush. Looking for 27. 27 million. Johnny, you have the 26. You have the 26. We have 26 in the front. Looking for 27 million. It's an awfully good bid, isn't it? But why not ask for a little more? That's what I say. 27 million. It's 26 million right here. Looking for 27 million. Do you know that fewer than 600 people have flown in space? I'm sure they know that. And they're going to open doors for future generations too. And if they don't bid, that's fine too, because it's really a very successful auction. But it's all about you and going to space now. I have 27. Thank you, John. Thank you, John's bidder. I have 27 million on John's phone.
28.
You knew I was going to ask that, didn't you? 28 million. Thank you. Now 29 million. I have 28 million. Now 29. 29 million. I have 28 million right here. That's the high bid. So 29 million is what we're looking for. It's very quiet. 29 million. It's 28 million. Thank you for your patience. 29 million. 29 million. Well, you know what they say? They say going once. We have the 28 million. What's your number just ahead of time so I can say 107? All right, we have 28 million on number 107. Looking for 29 million. There it is right for you right here. 28 million, looking for 29 million, going twice. Please make sure you thank all your bidders. Thank you so much for the competition. Wouldn't be here without you. We really appreciate it. We have 28 million in the front, and he looks very excited about it. All right, going 3 times. Thanks, John. All right, thank you. It's awesome. Thank you. And that is sold. $28 million to number 107.
Exciting was that? $28 million. That was my first auction I've ever seen live. What an incredible experience. $28 million. What a day. What a day. Wow. Okay. Well, the whole Blue Origin team cannot wait to meet our first customer. They're going to join Jeff Bezos and his brother Mark on this historic human flight on New Shepard in just 5 weeks, July 20th. It is going to be an experience of a lifetime. The winning bid, $28 million, will go to benefit Club for the Future and will be used to inspire future generations. And with 28 million, we're going to inspire a lot of kids. So thank you to our winner today. To say that we are humbled is an incredible understatement. Wow, I need a second here. Wow. Okay, so what is coming up next? The name of the auction winner is going to be released in a couple of weeks here. Additionally, the 4th and final crew member will also be announced soon. So stay tuned for that. Believe me, I'd love to tell you now, but I don't know about you. I think I've had enough excitement for today. I'm sorry, guys. You got to wait. Stay tuned for those details. All right, everybody. That is it for our show. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Ariane Cornell, and until July 20th, Gradatum Ferociter.